Brought to you by Station House Coffee and Ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Bloodshot, new movie that just hit VOD. It could have been the last movie that I had seen in a movie theater before the whole pandemic happened. Didn't end up going to see it, though, thankfully, because it's not very good. Has a very interesting twist. The premise is very interesting, so that definitely helped the movie. But the beginning was tough, man. It was tough, and I get like the way this there's going to be spoilers, obviously. The way the premise of this movie is, it's very sci-fi. It almost reminds me of if I were to like pitch this idea, I would call it 50 First Assassinations, right? You take 50 first dates and you mix it with like Live, Die, Repeat or something like that, right? Or just any kind of assassination type movie, or revenge type movie. 50 First Assassinations, I think, would be the perfect title for this movie if anybody wanted to remake, which they could, because it could be done far better. First off, unlike Extraction and Chris Hemsworth, Vin Diesel, the fluffiest kind of action hero, the guy that's like you can't have like a baby face. Like I get he's got muscle. He's not super cut, but he's got muscle, obviously. But he's got like this old man baby face, which used to be a younger man baby face, but he is getting older. But just I buy that he drives cars, right? Like that, I get like he's a muscle guy that drives cars. I don't see him as like an action hero, even though I do enjoy some of his stuff. What is that? Pitch Black. Pitch Black was great. The other ones, whatever. But yeah. So just him as the lead to begin with. I'm whatever. I'm not excited, but I'm watching. It is an action movie, so it's like, let's see. But just the writing, the acting was bad. All the other people cast in this were pretty bad. Aside from what was his face? I haven't seen this guy in forever. Where are we at here? Guy Pearce. I haven't seen Guy Pearce in forever. That was a guy that I thought was going to have a crazy career. Maybe he has done a lot of work that I haven't seen, but he didn't become the movie kind of the high demand movie star that I thought he would be. He was fine in it. Everybody else was whatever the fuck. I didn't really give a shit. Bad acting, bad writing. The premise is very interesting. The twist happens probably 20, 30 minutes in, where you understand that, first you think he's like a RoboCop type guy, where he's killed doing his military whatever. He gets killed. He gets brought back with nanobites that just like fix you. It like turns you into a Wolverine type of guy. Just these nanobites. It's like magical stuff. That's whatever. And he's recruited in this group of people that have like older tech that help them out. Like this one guy has prosthetics, which are just like, I guess that's not a superhero. He's just like a buff guy with prosthetics, and like apparently bolt-ons on the back. Then you have a blind guy that has the eyeballs replaced with chest eyeballs for some reason. They couldn't like just put eyeballs back. So he does still look around with his head for some reason, even though he can't he would have to turn to really get a better view of stuff. It doesn't seem like a good idea for placement of the new eyeballs. Like if it were better to have eyeballs on your pectoral muscles, then we would have evolved to have eyeballs on our pectorals instead of on this detached thing where closer to our brain where we can like rotate it and actually get a better view instead of just attached to our pectoral muscles. So he's one of them. There's a chick that her lungs, instead of being able to breathe through her mouth, it breathes through her chest. But that makes her impervious. She can like pretend to smoke or whatever, poisonous chemicals. It's just like, I'm not buying or care about any of these like tech upgrades when Vin Diesel has like the nanobites. Why don't you just give all of them the nanobites? Especially once you see what he's capable of. Because then you see what he's being used for, and that it's like he's this weapon and they just wipe his brain and live edit his memories that are shot from these cut off camera angles to just replace the face, which there's like dramatic moments where it's like they're barely replacing the face in time for him. It's like, what? Like, this is it's just like you're doing an action movie trying to make the like production side of editing seem exciting. Like that's the main tension in this scene, is that like, are they going to replace the face in time? It's just like, why don't you just prep it before and just sync it? Like, there should be a way better. Like I just didn't buy the logistics of the editing process that it was developed somehow for this crazy nanobite technology. But overall, the premise, it was okay. There's one fun action scene. A lot of the action you don't see. It's like bird eye view from like drones. You're seeing like little gunfights take place. You're seeing on monitors back in the control room. You're seeing like not even video of Vin Diesel doing stuff. You're seeing heat signatures of Vin Diesel doing stuff. Like, and that's how as an audience member you're seeing the action in this movie, is through a monitor in the control room. Instead of just where the action is, instead of filming that, they just have a few things in heat signature where you don't even need Vin Diesel. You don't even need a person, because you can't really see what's going on. It's just like, for an action movie, it didn't really want to show you any action. They were more concerned with like making like editing exciting or being in a control room exciting. This is like somebody that was like watching all those action movies and they're like, somebody really needs to make a movie where they focus on the guy in the van, the guy in the chair. Like, just do a whole movie about that. Don't even, like, you have this crazy weapon thing, which you see some stuff, which the graphics aren't very good. Like, he gets shot up and like everything kind of floats back. I don't know. It's like a very, just like a lazy premise. Just everything is like very lazy. It was like a lot of people said, that's fine. Like, we should fix this. We should make it. It's like, it's fine. There's a lot of, it's fine going on in however this was made. Even from the casting. It was just, I don't know. Very interesting premise, though. Live, Die, Repeat-esque, if you want to compare an action movie, except for he knows that he's coming back, where Vin Diesel is like getting his brain washed. So it's very much like 50 First Dates, except for he's killing people. But it was okay. It wasn't the worst action movie I've seen. The premise was interesting enough to like be like once it kicked it, you gotta wait for the premise to unveil itself, and then it's more interesting. But even how that's portrayed, where they're like, everybody's kind of acting, it's like, they're not actors. Like, this is stupid. Why would you have to, like, if you're wiping his brain, like, why would you have to like trigger him to want to go kill somebody else? I don't know. It's just, I got problems with this movie. It was like, okay, but it could have been like the premise of it is a good idea, and then somebody fucked it up and said that's fine too many times. But that's it. Bloodshot. See it if you want. I didn't pay for it, thankfully. It's just one of those things from being a Regal Unlimited member back in the before time when theaters existed. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Station House Coffee. Go to inspireddisorder.com/coffee to purchase single origin, small batch, premium coffee. It's brewed in Vermont, shipped direct to you. Follow Station House Coffee on Instagram and purchase Station House Coffee through inspireddisorder.com/coffee. Also, get $25 in device credit or service credit through Ting as your cell phone service provider. It's the same best coverage, same low rates, now with 3 coast-to-coast networks. Go to inspireddisorder.com/Ting to take advantage of this one-of-a-kind offer. Get $25 in credit when you sign up for Ting over at inspireddisorder.com/Ting. New episodes come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go purchase my artwork and merchandise for The Ray Taylor Show over at InspiredDisorder.com. Follow this show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!